My name doesn't appear in any history book. No pharaoh carved my face into a temple wall. No priest sang my name after death. But I built those tombs. I painted those walls. I carried those stones. And then I robbed them. You probably imagine tomb robbers as criminals sneaking through the desert at night. Strangers, outsiders, thieves. But here's the truth that shocked archaeologists when they figured it out. Most tomb robbers were the same workers who built the tombs. They lived in a village called Deir el-Medina, a walled community near the Valley of the Kings. Completely isolated, guards at every entrance. The pharaoh didn't want them talking to anyone because they knew everything. Every hidden corridor, every fake wall, every secret chamber, every trap. They built those rooms with their own hands. They knew exactly where the gold was. Your day started before sunrise. You woke up in a small mud brick house, 2 rooms, maybe 3 if you were lucky. Your wife, your kids, your mother-in-law all crammed together. Breakfast was bread, always bread, sometimes beer. Yes, beer for breakfast. It was basically liquid bread, low alcohol, more nutrition. Don't judge. Then you walked up the rocky cliffs, into the valley, into the dark. You spent your entire day inside a tomb, chiseling rock, painting walls, carrying rubble out in baskets. No windows, no fresh air, just oil lamps and dust in your lungs. The Egyptian government paid you in grain, fish, vegetables and fabric. No coins, no gold, just supplies. But sometimes the grain didn't come, the government was late, or corrupt, or simply didn't care, and your family was hungry, and you knew exactly where the gold was. It usually started with one conversation, one night, one trusted friend, one whispered plan. We know the south corridor, we know where the wall is fake. We go in, we take a few small things, amulets, rings, nothing they'll miss. We sell them in the market, we feed our families, nobody knows. The plan was always simple. The execution, less so. Getting in was the easy part if you built it. You knew which stone was loose, which corridor the guards never checked, which shaft was left unfinished on purpose. You went in at night, no torches, too visible, just small clay lamps tucked under your robe. Inside, it was dead silent, the kind of silence that presses against your ears, and then you saw it, the gold. Not just a little gold, insane gold, furniture made of gold, statues of gold, coffins layered in gold, more wealth than your entire village would earn in 100 lifetimes. You were supposed to take a few small things. You took more than you planned. Everyone always did. Here's where it gets dangerous, and I don't mean spiritually, though Egyptians absolutely believed the dead would curse you. I mean legally. If you were caught, the punishment was not prison. It was not a fine. It was impalement. They would drive a wooden stake through your body and leave you displayed publicly as a warning. Sometimes they cut off your nose and ears first. So yes, the stakes were quite literally high, but people still did it, constantly, because the rewards were enormous. One good robbery could set your family up for years, and the guards, often bribed, sometimes in on it. There are actual ancient papyrus records surviving to this day, showing tomb robbery trials where the accused listed corrupt officials as their partners. Even the police chief of Thebes was eventually caught fencing stolen tomb goods. The system was rotten from top to bottom. Here's what makes this story incredible to historians. We have receipts, actual ancient Egyptian papyrus documents called the Abbot Papyrus and the Amherst Papyrus, written around 1100 BCE, record the official investigations into tomb robberies. They list which tombs were robbed, which workers were arrested, what they confessed to. One confession reads, and I'm paraphrasing, "We opened the coffin. We found the mummy of the king covered in gold. We stripped it. We took the gold and the amulets and divided them among ourselves." No shame, no sugarcoating, just a statement of facts. These workers knew that the whole system was corrupt enough that honesty was their best strategy. And archaeologists found something else fascinating. Many tombs showed signs of being robbed very soon after burial, within weeks, sometimes within days, which means someone with a key, someone who knew the seal, someone who was there, an inside job, every single time. By around 1000 BCE, the situation had become so bad that Egyptian priests made a drastic decision. They gathered the royal mummies, the pharaohs themselves, and moved them, secretly, at night. They took Rameses the Great, Seti the First, Thutmose the Third, some of the most powerful rulers in history, and hid them together in a single unmarked pit in the cliffs, a mass hiding of kings, because the tomb robbers had won. No tomb was safe anymore, no amount of cur